Welcome to the RC car race showcase for 1/24th scale. Today we have a total of 6 racers. Within the future of next weekend, we will have a total of 11. Let's make our way over to qualifying. I'm your host, Graham DeSalle.
Julian Miller.
And I'm Cohen Bell.
And we're here for the RC race. We're getting our way onto qualifying, and we're going to start off with Eli Gwynn. Okay, Eli's first practice lap is coming, and he starts across the line for his first lap. Going around the first turn, doing pretty well. I love the lines he's taken. A little close.
A little close, making good turns.
I think he's going a little wide. I definitely can see him cutting down some speed and some accuracy on those turns.
That was a nice clean turn, though, finishing up there before we get into the straightaway, starting his second lap.
Luckily for this, it's his best lap because, and he crashes. It's not good for him. But as I was saying, luckily for me and for him, that it's only the best lap, not overall time. But, good timing for me.
He's hitting these corners a little slower than before, clearly a bit nervous about that crash, not trying to replicate it.
Yeah, a little glaze against the wall right there. So he goes around that turn carefully after the last crash.
Making much better time on this third lap. Might be his fastest yet.
We will figure out the times right before the race starts, and he finishes. Up next, we're going to be looking at my qualifying time.
Graham starting off to a strong start, going fast and whipping it around these corners.
We're looking at a really strong run right here, really nailing that apex into 5. A little wide through 6, but around the hairpin, he's looking good.
Really making his stride on this straightaway, bringing in his top speed, not slowing down for anything.
Again, wide through 1, but he's making up for it just in the straight line speed of that car. We're really looking at him as a front runner today in the race, and he's looking to qualify out front as well. Coming to his last lap right here.
Might be a little cocky, taking some things wider than I think he needs to.
He's really running 1 really wide, but it's looking like a really strong lap despite that. That car just has so much grip and so much speed. He's coming around the final corner right here. We'll see what his time is, and that'll be the end of the run.
Up next, we have Braden Kinder, who's definitely going to be the star of the show. And here comes the Cybertruck. As you can see, it's a little slower.
Still doing his best to make great pace. Control is a bit wonky. He seems a bit shaky.
Yeah, I can tell there's definitely an alignment problem. I will say I do love the wing.
The wing is very nice. Definitely adds to the overall design of the Cybertruck.
Little suck.
Crash.
That's okay. Haven't seen a crash there. The alignment, who knows what's going to happen. I don't really see this person even finishing during the race.
He may be struggling to get through, but he's got that heart in him. He's going as much as he can.
Yeah, I think we're going to limit this to 2 laps. We know that he's definitely not going to end up getting first. And he's off the track.
Our first out of track.
Okay, luckily we got Cohen getting him back on. That's okay. It's best lap, so definitely not this one.
Almost hit that corner again. Narrowly avoided it, though.
Poor man. I hope he can possibly get a new car soon. We will see. A little stop right there. It's almost there. It's kind of torture, not gonna lie.
The final bend.
And he's stuck again.
The final bend.
Literally. And he's almost stuck. Makes a little nudge right there. And he's off again. I can see this being 60% the car, 40% the driver.
Sounds about right.
He's coming near the... And...
Is he going to make it?
He's so close. Come on.
Right there.
Come on. Is he about there? He's about there. He's about there. And he did it. Yes! Up next is Julian's, but currently he's using a rental car because his car's in the shop.
We'll see it on race day.
Okay, Julian's starting his lap off.
He's swerving a little bit down the straight, but a nice tight line through 1, not through 2. And we'll see what the lap looks like here. It's looking a little rocky to start.
It's looking a pretty good lap right now. I think he definitely could go a little... and he's stuck on the track.
wall. We got a wreck here.
That's okay. It's best lap, not overall time.
He does have 2 more laps, so we'll see how he can recover. This one's probably going in the garbage. Coming to lap 2 right here.
About to hit the wall. Luckily, he avoids it just barely.
He's just tightening his line. Coming through 3. Down the back straight here. Good line through the chicane. A little wide, but that's all right. This lap's looking a lot better than the first one. And he's kept it off the wall.
Hopefully his performance will be a lot better when it comes to his actual car after it's done with the shop.
Yeah, again, guys, this is just a rental. He's doing okay with it. That being said.
I know the rental might not be a little good, but you know, compared to most out there, I think it's doing pretty well. Anyways, back on this lap. He's looking pretty strong near the end, going a little wide, but that's okay. Just trying to tighten up those lines.
The last hairpin.
Ooh!
Line through the hairpin. Lovely apex.
That was great.
Come down the front straight to the line.
And he crashed.
He's hit the wall. He's got
That's
to go
okay.
and go. He's still straight, and there's your run.
Up next is Alex qualifying.
Coming down the main straight here to start the first lap. He is in a Lamborghini F700, I believe.
Going pretty fast around next turn. Doing pretty nice. I will say he's acting a little slow, but luckily his cornering is really smooth.
It's not perfectly angled through the apexes, but he's taking a safer route, and that's going to get him a clean lap here, at least to start. That's what you want. When you run these qualifying laps, it's really important to just set down a clean lap before you really push, so that you can have something without a wreck.
I 100% agree. I will
Into
admit,
the second lap, he's getting clean times, making good turns. Making much tighter turns than his first time around. He might improve his time a little bit.
I definitely would like to see some tighter turns. Not going so wide, definitely going to ruin some of his timing.
That was a good run through 5, but getting a little wide through 6 and 7. That's not what we see through 7 most of the time. Usually you see a much more aggressive line. He's taking it a little safer, but I think we'll see a little quicker here through the second lap. We'll see. On to the third lap.
Hopefully he can do a little faster. I know his time's right near Julian. I'm pretty sure that if he does just a little better, he could possibly beat him.
Over these corners, making better times, but I think he's going a bit wider than the second lap.
Yeah, he's playing a lot safer. I wonder if there's some handling trouble with that car. You know, it looks real smooth, but maybe behind the wheel, it's a little harder. Here comes across the line. That'll complete the run.
Coming up is Cohen for his qualifying laps. Here comes Cohen down the straight, looking to start off his first lap.
Taking his first turn pretty tight. Ooh, he's got good handling around all these first turns.
Yeah, I will admit his handling is absolutely incredible. Going a little wide around there. Hopefully that's just let's see what he can do around not lap 7, my bad. Turn 7. And he managed to do great around turn 7, unlike everybody else today.
He can tighten up that turn 5. I think he's got good runs on his hand.
He's doing really well. I wonder how well he will contend with everybody.
Seems to got a very consistent path that he's got going through here.
Wow, that was an incredible path during turn 7.
Making good time on the straightaway, taking it in tighter this time.
Wow, this man knows exactly his way around the track. Great handling on that vehicle. Wow, again,
This man did
amazing.
his homework.
Definitely going to get a good qualifying time. For the podium, in first place we have Graham DeSalle with a best lap of 14.82. And second we have Cohen Bell with the best lap of 16.5. And third we have Eli Gwynn with 17.69. And fourth we have Julian Miller with 22 flat. In fifth place we have Alex with 24.27. And last is Kinder with 41.83. I'm excited for this race. Okay, we have to start the race.
Everybody lined up, ready to go here.
Green flag is out. DeSalle taking the lead with Cohen Bell up front. And then a huge crash. Oh my God.
Bell and the DeSalle. I think DeSalle's in fourth now
Yeah.
behind Miller as well as Bell. Gwynn leading right now.
Looking pretty good. DeSalle cutting up, trying to find his way back up.
Still with the lead.
And Gwynn, he manages to hit the wall,
Gwynn
backing
crashes
out.
Bell to lead, but here comes DeSalle around the outside to take the lead. He's gonna lead
just
the
barely.
first lap, just barely.
In the first lap, looking pretty good.
Further back, I think it's Anderson and Kinder in fifth and sixth. Here's Miller and Gwynn in second and third. Oh, more trouble for...
DeSalle hitting the wall, but then Cohen Bell also hitting the wall right after.
That 5 and 6 complex is giving him trouble.
Oh, yeah.
There goes DeSalle, here's Bell, and then Kinder obviously
Starting lap 3.
struggling with that.
I think he's on his second lap
I think
already.
he is on his second lap.
As you can see Gwynn lapping Julian.
Gwynn and Miller going around Kinder. They are running third and fourth.
See Alex passing it up in fifth place.
Gwynn hazardly crossing the track like a buffoon.
What is that idiot doing, bro? Oh, little crash to Sal, but luckily he rebounded. Looking pretty good. Again, almost causing crash. Oh, I guess Alex had a crash.
So here we're going to look at our competitors. They're really just going to settle in, try to knock out the laps. We do have a 1 mandatory pit stop in this race, so we'll see when they take that. Most are expected to do it around the middle point of the race. Anderson crossing the line. Here comes DeSalle going around to lap him. And he's already lapped Miller as well.
There's a Jelly. As you can see, a little close between Bell and Gwyn.
Bell and Gwyn
coming
racing
down.
here. I believe Bell is a lap ahead. Will he be just under 1 lap ahead? And there's in Wally's having some trouble. So Gwyn's going to get on the same lap as Bell. About 3/4 of a lap behind.
You can see DeSalle about to lap him.
I think at this point he will have lapped the field.
Man, DeSalle's car is zooming. As you can see Gwyn taking his lap, same lap as Cohen. And then we can see DeSalle absolutely just blaze up. Nope. And oh wait, never mind. Trouble for both.
Bell tried to go around DeSalle and he just got in the wall there. Couldn't make that corner.
You know what it is? Oh.
And
seems like
I think we have a little trouble. Yep, caution is out. Caution is out.
We're going to be going into a replay pretty soon. Until then, how are you feeling about this race right now?
It's been a good race so far. DeSalle has really kind of dominated it, but we've seen a lot of good action further back. I think a good large spread in the field from first down to last. You know, you have DeSalle who's really shown, and Bell to a lesser extent who's really
I agree.
out front. And then you have people like Kinder who are, you know, I think that's more of a handling thing than a skill thing, but he's obviously really struggling.
Yep. Here's the replay. As you can see, we're zoomed in around corner 5 and 6. We can just see DeSalle taking the inside. But as you say, they both take a tight line and they end up crashing into the wall, just straight up breaking it.
And it looks like they're going to try to get out. And right in front of Bell here, I think that might be Gwyn as well. That's just a big wad of cars.
We're starting to end the caution as we can see Eli walking on the course once again, but this time to a lesser extent,
I think
fixing cars.
Fixing up the track this time, so it's okay.
Good.
Green flag is underway once again. We get racing.
Again, we're leading with DeSalle. As we can see up first, though, he's about to lap. Ooh, a little bit of touching there.
A little bit of contact, but that's just good hard racing, nothing to it. Gwyn following through, and then here comes Kinder.
You know, Kinder, I feel so bad for Kinder. His car has been not acting up too well, you know. Hopefully his car can improve in the future. I don't think he'll be able to finish this race, though.
Got some good racing here between Anderson and Miller, that looks like, as well as Bell and Gwyn right behind them. A lot of good racing on this end of the racetrack.
Very much. I'm very happy with this race. I think it's all going really well. We can see a wide margin of the cars all in one area, while DeSalle is just kind of all off by himself.
Here they come down the front straight. Miller has gotten well ahead of Anderson, but here are Gwyn and Bell going right at it.
This is good.
Side by side, great racing.
We're going to zoom in on DeSalle, and oh my gosh, some contact. Let's go into a replay.
Hit.
As you can see, DeSalle is trying to go wide, but I guess Kinder had the same idea and just a huge smack.
Almost flipped him over, and that's going to send DeSalle straight into the pit wall. It looked like he recovered okay, but yeah, Kinder with a heavy hit there. Hope that car's, well, okay.
It's not okay to begin with.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully it might have, like, killed it so, you know, he doesn't have to race. I feel like he'd rather have that, not going to lie.
Getting back to racing, and trouble for Bell as he just kind of swerves off to the right. We'll see what's going on here.
So now we can see him running over.
Yeah, I think he's running over. I don't know what's going on.
See Alex hitting the wall.
Anderson with some trouble, and
Guess he must have just ran out of connection.
Yeah, I think a connection went out. Looks like he's got it seated again. He's making his way back over. He should be good to go, but that's going to lose him quite a bit of time. Kinder having some trouble here.
He's going backwards.
Miller managing to avoid any conflict with him.
Pretty good. As you can see, Alex coming down the straight. I wonder if he's going to get any wrecks with Kinder. I think the wrecks with Kinder is very unavoidable.
He's a bit of a hazard right now.
As you can see, currently Graham is in the pit.
I guess the pit window has opened.
Wonder how long he's going to be. In this race, taking a small pit time is crucial with how little laps there are.
Every 10th you spend in the pit lane is the 10th you lose out on the racetrack. So a fast pit stop is important. There are no rules for what a pit stop has to be, though. So that is, hopefully our competitors don't abuse that today.
You know, sometimes people need to take a quick pit stop. Luckily, it's one required pit stop. I don't think it was very specific on how fast it needs to be, unfortunately. So you can see Miller running over.
I think he's in the pit here.
I think he's heading to the pit as well. You can see Eli walking on the track once again.
Right in front of Bell.
Jeez, what an idiot.
Good job. Great job by Bell to avoid that, though.
Yeah, doing good. As you can see, we currently have 3 cars in the pit. I'm surprised that Kinder hasn't gone in the pit. As you can see DeSalle running back out.
The pit window is blasted wide open here, excuse me.
See back.
And DeSalle coming out just ahead of Bell. I believe that was for position.
Yes, that was just barely for position.
But of course, Bell's not pitted yet, so once he does, that'll kind of balance back out.
Could have been great for Bell, but I also can see DeSalle just completely sweeping the competition once again. Currently only 3 racers on the track with 3 in pit. I wonder how that will go. I think we'll hear some live update once Julian or Miller gets out of the pit. My bad.
I think our competitors are really just settling in here, chewing through the laps. We're about at the halfway point. It's been an exciting race so far.
Currently 15 laps down soon on the 15th lap. As we can see Alex running into the pit stop. Currently just leaving Bell and DeSalle, allowing both of them to get huge, large, freaking fricker-fracker.
Fricker-fracker advantage,
yeah,
as the kids say.
It's on the track.
Advantage.
It's a hot one out there.
Again, sorry for the brain farts right there. You know, things happen. As you can see, it's still just Bell and DeSalle on track. Hopefully we can see some more people exiting the pit soon.
I think at this point, Kendra and possibly Glenn have bowed out, but Alex out of the pit lane. And we'll see him coming out very soon here. Good hustle from him to get out there. And he's out.
He's out, doing pretty well.
So back up to 3 cars on track.
And there's Julian coming through.
And so I think Wynn might have also exited the race at this point. So we're down to 4 runners. But
yeah, I have gotten some news from the pit that they have exited the race. It's very unfortunate. I think we'll find out later.
Yeah, we'll find out later. It's a shame because Wynn was running so well. I think he was up in 3rd for most of it. So
yeah,
that's
he was in 3rd. He locked in 3rd place. Now I think it actually has updated. I think it's currently DeSalle, Bell, Anderson.
Some trouble for Miller here.
It's okay,
he's getting it sorted.
And there's almost some contact.
And Bell trying to get it.
Ooh.
Good race. And trouble for Bell.
That's okay. That's okay. Bell had a very tough position there. Not only was he on the outside, but he was dealing with a driver who was not very suitable.
And it looks like,
little contact.
Trouble for Miller. Looks like he might be getting to rescue his car, or maybe going to the pit again.
And we're zooming in, and he's just straight up off the track.
Rescuing his car.
It's very unfortunate for Julian, as he will lose a lot of valuable time. He's running back. You can see him actually still driving while running back.
Quite impressive right there. I wouldn't have thought that was a technique he could use, but he's going to work pretty good. He managed to make it through that whole 1, 2, 3 complex without having any trouble while running. I'm impressed.
And he crashed again.
Really crashed again.
As you can see, I think this
is perfect.
It is what it is, you know.
We're
down to like 7 laps to go. As you can see.
We'll get around Anderson there. We'll move on to try and lap Miller again.
You know, I'm surprised that Alex has been able to keep a consistent lead on Julian.
I think Miller might be starting to slowly catch him, though. We'll see if he can make up that time at the end, by the end.
I know that Julian's car is definitely better. He performed better laps during qualifying time, but he's not that good of a driver and doesn't have that good of handling.
Just hating on my man right here. And good racing right here between, looks like, DeSalle and Bell, but again, DeSalle with that car is just going to be able to pull away.
You know, we still haven't seen Bell with any pit. I'm kind of worried about it. Maybe he forgot.
He hasn't pitted yet. That's a good point. Yeah.
That was a good swerve, though, I will admit.
Yeah, that was good reflexes from DeSalle. I think Miller might have tried to kind of yield there and just got a little crossed up and hit the outside wall there into turn 5.
Oof, and a little contact. Bell absolutely smacking Miller against the wall.
Pretty close right there outside of on the outside of 8, and Miller into 1 again. And yeah, they just came together and went for the same piece of real estate outside of 8.
Is that Gwen? Gwen watching?
I don't know. He must have had some mechanical issue. He's returned to the track without a car.
Definitely must have. As you can see, we're about to see Bell lapping Anderson. Zooming by him, some nice racing.
Yeah, good racing.
And a little stuck. I'm sure that he can get him around here. I don't know if you just saw that, but I saw Alexander's car just completely go up. So we can see DeSalle on his last lap.
Last lap right here. White flag is out.
And he crashes.
Hard on the wall there, but he got such a lead. I don't think it matters.
And he had like a 7. We can see part of that track going on.
Yeah, a bit of damage to the track, but right there he's going to cross the line.
So finishing
with a win.
Looking pretty good for him.
Looking good. There he is. He's cooling off the brakes, we'll say.
Kelly's definitely a little happy about that race.
There's Bell right here. Coming around for another lap. He's a couple laps down, so it'll take him a little bit longer to finish. But I believe he has quite a few laps ahead of Anderson and Bell.
Yeah.
So
Still hasn't pit though. I'm still pretty worried about him pitting.
yeah, he might have forgotten. We'll see what the strategy is here, but he might have just forgotten to pit. It's a hot one out there. Maybe that's affected his concentration.
It's been a hot day, as we can see. Who is that? Oh, that's Bell pulling into the pits.
Oh yeah, Bell went into the pit there, so he did remember the pit. Just a late pit.
But that's okay.
As long as you make that pit stop, you can take it whenever you want.
I know Alex is currently in third. I don't know by how long.
Yeah, it's hard to tell by quite how many laps.
Maybe during next weekend's race, we will be able to tell. But, not a 100% guarantee on that, because who knows how good of a camera view we will have of the racetrack.
Yeah, how many angles? Obviously, this was all shot from one angle. But as this is the showcase, an exhibition race, I think Bell might have just come out of the pit. I think I saw him run. Since this is an exhibition race, we will have probably fewer camera angles than we will in the actual thing. Yeah, Bell is, I believe, on the last lap right here.
Yes, I believe that too.
Coming around through 7.
Looking pretty good.
Looking strong. I think that car has just had a lot of straight line speed struggles.
You can see
he will
finishing.
cross the line.
Cross the line.
Begins cool down lap maybe. I know the Sal just kind of stopped there, so I think it's whatever floats your boat on how you finish the race. We're down to just 2 runners here, Miller and Anderson.
I can see Anderson, due to Anderson's quick pit stop, I think he wasn't able to change anything about his car. I think he just cleaned it, which we saw Julian actually lapping him.
Yeah, I think that was Miller right there stuck in the turn 4 wall.
Shocked, as you can see our winner. Now we will move on to some tall footage.
Some vertical footage.
Not very recommended.
Yeah. We do get some footage though, at least. Again.
Yes, we'll take that. I think this is of their last couple laps. It's not like, I will admit, I'm going to compare this to regular racing. Most people, when racing, regular racing, they don't really get behind and they're not ever lapped that often. So instead of like when the winner's instantly done, everybody's done, this is like hey, winner's done, he wins, but you guys can still battle it out. But unfortunately, with the track being so large for the showcase, it's almost guaranteed that people are going to be lapped. I can see over the weekend it'll definitely still happen, but not to such an extreme where top 2 is done and there's still like over 10 laps to be done. As you can see, I think Miller is still stuck in the wall. I guess not. He's coming out.
There he goes. There he goes. So yeah, just grinding on laps right now. There's not a lot to race for. I believe they're over a lap apart. In addition to this slightly less than half a lap they have on track from each other. I think they're on separate laps. So pretty much just trying to finish for pride at this point. And I think that was Anderson finishing the race right there.
There's Anderson going. As you can see, he's definitely happy about finishing. As you can see, Julian, this might be Julian's last lap.
It's either his last lap or second to last lap. Hard to tell. But he is, about at the end here. It's been a good race. He's really fought through it.
I will admit, I would have loved to have seen some more done by at least Gwyn. I can understand Kinder. But hold the phone. We can see Julian about to finish his last lap.
Coming across the line right here, and that'll do it. That'll conclude the 30-lap event at the showcase.
Let's get to some interviews now. Did y'all enjoy this? Absolutely. Here we are with last place, DNF with the Cybertruck. How'd you feel about that race? Those 3 laps you did.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Damn. So you're getting a new car soon?
Yeah.
Good. What's it gonna be?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's something.
Here we are with our 5th place contender, unfortunately getting a DNF. Is there any reason why you did not finish?
I could not. My pit crew was not there to help me. I was lost. There no new tires, no new fuel. I was just stuck.
That was my fault. I was his pit crew. Put that all that blame on me.
It's okay. We'll get him next time, guys. We'll get him next time.
Is there anything you'd like to change about your car that you could possibly fix before next weekend?
Yeah, baddie in my passenger seat the whole time.
Okay. Here we are with our 4th place. How do you feel about your race?
Honestly, I think it was a solid race. Put in a good effort. Lots of good steering. I mean, the track's fighting back, but that's just because I hit the wall so many times. It's only fair.
Do you feel like you have a chance when you upgrade your car soon?
I mean, we're going to have to see how it goes. We'll have to see how it runs on regular batteries. I might need to get one of those better battery packs soon.
Yeah.
We'll see how it runs before that, though.
That's
I mean, it also depends on everyone else's car, how they keep improving. And I mean, I think out of everyone, I have the worst handling.
Oh, yeah.
Just
You were crashing the entire time.
I crash the entire time. I go for some risky turns. Occasionally, I get some really good clean turns. But occasionally, it bites you. You run
Yeah.
too close, you hit the wall.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Third place for Alex Anderson today after a 30-lap event. How did you feel about your race today?
I feel like I did good in the race, but I also feel like I only barely managed to get third place by I only managed to get third place based off of how I had a quick pit stop, as well as me not crashing a lot since my car has decent handling. But I don't think I really stood a chance against the first and second place winners.
How did you feel about your car today?
I felt like it wasn't bad. It's a bit slow, but also it definitely needs a lot of improvement.
Thanks for the interview.
You're welcome.
We're here with second place contender Cohen Bell. How do you feel about your race today?
I felt like, the number 3 Ford Mustang car was pretty good. We had a pretty smooth race. It was kind of on our own out
Yeah.
there, but there was a lot of good racing with lap traffic. It just, not a lot of racing for position out there. But, it was hot out there, and the car held up decently. I'm real happy with pretty much everything.
I noticed how you and First were keeping very consistent timings and speeds until the very end where you started to get considerably slower. Is there anything you could do or you wanted to change about that?
No,
Really?
Really.
You don't want, so you want to be slower?
there's nothing I can do about that.
So you don't want to get like a new battery?
Well, so the thing with the battery is that in a 30-lap race, there's not much of a point to completely changing a battery because that'll take more time than just suffering through the dying battery.
What about the future 50
in
and 60
a
laps?
longer race, I think that that's very much open for consideration, but I have to play around with it. I have to practice changing batteries because I don't know how long that would take, how quickly I can do that. But it is up for consideration. We'd have to invest in the battery, but for this race, there's nothing I could have done about that. There's a car difference and there's a battery life difference, and I just wasn't up to it today.
Is there any changes you want to make about your car?
Stickers, I think we definitely need to get those decals on there because that number 3 car would look cool as can be. And I would say probably work on the alignment a little bit because it was pulling just a hair, but that's a practice adjustment as far as over the week for next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I'm pretty happy with the car.
Good.
Here with first place, Graham LaSalle. Strong finish today.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt pretty good. I knew my car was going to be very fast and handle very well. I was worried about the other contestants. Number 2, I was worried about second place. I was worried about number 3. Jesus Christ, we're being attacked.
Not me. That guy.
Okay, I was worried about second and third place. I had a feeling that it'd be a close battle with second, but he just started dragging behind. I did have a good pit stop. I pit around lap 11 because I noticed around lap 11 that everybody else was just kind of slow. I think it was lap 11 or 12, one of those 2 laps. I did pretty well. It sucks to see that 5th and 6th place both just did not finish and they just decided to quit. Besides that, I'm very proud of my performance and I'm excited for next weekend.
How did the navigating traffic feel? You passed through a lot of traffic today. Obviously, out front, you got to do that. But more than anybody else, how did it feel today?
It felt pretty good. I enjoyed how some people tended to get over. I will admit there was a couple, number 4, last place, who tried to hit me. I'm sure that will definitely be in the video, live stream, whatever it is. I'm sure that'll be there.
It'll be there.
Hopefully he'll get a penalty.
Any problems with the car today? Any mechanical trouble? I know in practice we had a tire issue. Did that come up?
No, my tires acted fine. I will admit the battery did die a little faster than I hoped. I came into the pit early, mainly because I saw my lead and I saw my battery was having a little bit of problem. I couldn't find my screwdriver. Luckily, I found it in time for me to run inside. That would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
But I ended lapping second place by 2 laps. Pretty sure 2 laps. Sound right?
No comment.
I don't know. I'm sure the commentators don't know who those will be. We'll figure that out.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, first place today for Cameron Sal. Strong finish. Looking good. End of showcase.
Julian,